Everybody, welcome back. My name is Dave, and I teach people how to play the saxophone most of the time. All right, some of the time I actually play gigs, but in this last couple of weeks, all of our gigs have been rained out. The bands that I have performed with or wanted to perform with booked outdoor gigs, and the gods of rain have decided here in Southern California that we're going to get that drought caught up in 2 weeks. And I mean, man, it's been hammering. Now, those of you who live in the middle of the country where you've got some 8-foot snow drifts and things like that, we have no comparison to what you're going through. Just a little rain here, but it's constant, it's steady, and it plays hell on outdoor venues. And the poor dogs, my guys, thank God for towels, right? Anyway, I'm sure that you all have lots of New Year's resolutions. You want to clean up your playing. You want to get better. And I say, get close. Now, yeah, that's a clickbait title. I know, because by close, I mean, I don't know, is this reversed? All right, Klose. I think that's how you pronounce this name. Klose, right? 25 daily exercises for saxophone. You don't have to do these every day, but this is the go-to. This will be the best. Let's see, what did it cost me? My God, I think maybe under $20. No, my God, it was $9.95 when I bought this book. Now, it's all falling apart now, but this book is full of scale studies and etudes, right? Arpeggios, that if you practice these correctly, they will change they will clean up everything in your playing. One of the things that I notice, and that's a pretty bold claim, I know, but anyway, I'm going to make it. One of the things that I notice as I scoot around on YouTube, just like you do, is that there are a lot of singular exercises from other saxophone teachers or people who play music, and they're about doing a thing. Let's say playing the right line over a minor 2-5-1, or all the bebop scales that you need to know, or the 3 dominant 7s that'll get you through the day. Whatever, it's about a thing like that. There's specific exercises, and they're not necessarily geared toward cleaning up your entire playing. So what we're doing is generating a nation of people who play like that they can shred, right? You can kind of shred on some ideas, but necessarily not to be so clean on the rest of your horn and the rest of your performance. And so what I'd like you to do is just go back to the classic studies. There's nothing wrong with classic studies. In fact, this is where so many players have gained their chops. Charlie Parker, in a famous interview with, let me think about his name for a minute. What is it with forgetting names? Paul Desmond. Paul Desmond's interviewing Charlie Parker. You may have heard of either of those guys, or both of them. And it's on YouTube. You can find it. Paul Desmond, Charlie Parker. Look it up. And in the interview toward the end, Mr. Desmond asks Mr. Parker, he says, did I perchance hear you quoting Klose in one of your solos? And Charlie, of course, is urbane, and he says, well, yes, blah, blah, blah. And he gives an answer without really giving it. But yeah, of course, this is a cheap book. It's a cheap study, and it's a great study. And it's been used and handed down through the ages by saxophone players who are simply amazing. Now, am I a bebop player? No. Am I a jazz player? Not really. I mean, I know jazz. I understand jazz. I teach jazz. But I wouldn't call myself a guy that goes and plays jazz. What I am your Texas 1950 guy, right? I love the honkers. I love, right back before saxophone was overcome by electric guitar. Those sounds are where I live. I would call myself an R&B, blues, and rock saxophone player by trade. This book, it doesn't matter. This book cleans up everything. So grab this book. Now, how do you practice it properly? That's the question, isn't it? The billion-dollar question? Maybe not quite so much, but you use one of these. Your little friend. What is this? Oh, let's push the button and find out. Let's see what it does. Ah, look at that. Hold on just a minute here. Hang on. Hang on. Use one of these babies, all right? Without a metronome, stop. Without using a metronome, you're really not going to go anywhere. You need to use a metronome because your time has to be wonderful. We are single-note instruments. We have got to have beautiful time, all right? Now, the way to practice this is not to rip. I'm going to practice. I'm going to play the proper way to let's just go to page number 1. All right, if you got it, open it up and let's do this. Here we go. Big breath. Get the idea? Slow. Even slower works just fine. Even slower. All right, and then you're going to record yourself, always recording yourself. Smartphone apps have many apps that you can use to record yourself. Always be recording, and you listen back to this stuff, right? I mean, most of the things that you're going to spend time with in the practice room are kind of boring. This is not the most exciting or interesting thing that you can do. Ripping on those riffs that you'll find on YouTube, yeah, baby. But this stuff, this is going to clean up everything. So get close. Spend $10 on yourself. Get this book. Get your metronome. Put in a fresh battery because it's 2023. Drink lots of water and eat fresh vegetables. That's all I got. Hey, if you have any questions, reach out to me at davegoodsax@gmail.com or leave something in the comments below. Talk to you again. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for being here.